download our app available from the App Store and Play Store. Hello and welcome to Medical Dialogues. I'm Roshni Dhal. Let's look at today's daily bulletin. In stringent law on violence against doctors, any person found guilty of assault on medical professionals and vandalizing government and private hospital properties will invite a jail term of up to 2 years and a monetary fine of up to Rs 50,000, confirms provisions of the new Medical Protection Bill of Jharkhand. The draft of the bill further provides that valuation of damages to the property and the monetary fine against it would also be ascertained by the court that would adjudicate over the matter. Further, it adds that all districts would have the provision of a nodal officer who would monitor the functioning of hospitals. Granting a major relief to MBBS students who had to leave their education midway owing to the COVID-19 pandemic and Russia-Ukraine war, the Supreme Court as a one-time measure has allowed penultimate year students to appear for the final year MBBS examinations without being enrolled in any Indian medical colleges. The top court also allowed such students to clear the MBBS final exams in 2 attempts, modifying the centre suggestion of allowing them 1 attempt. The WHO on Tuesday changed its recommendations for COVID-19 vaccines, suggesting that high-risk populations should receive an additional dose 12 months after their last booster. The health agency defined high-risk populations as older adults as well as younger people with other significant risk factors. For this group, the agency recommends an additional shot of the vaccine either 6 or 12 months after the latest dose, based on factors such as age and immunocompromising conditions. The revised roadmap outlines 3 priority use groups for COVID-19 vaccination, that is high, medium and low. These priority groups are principally based on risk of severe disease and death and consider vaccine performance, cost effectiveness, programmatic factors and community acceptance. The government on Tuesday cancelled the license of 18 pharmaceutical companies for manufacturing of spurious medicines following an inspection by the Drug Controller General of India on 76 companies across 20 states. ANI reported that huge crackdown underway on pharma companies across the country related to manufacturing of spurious medicines. Walking 8,000 steps about 4 miles 1 or 2 days a week may significantly reduce the risk of an early death, according to a study. While regular exercise is known to lower mortality risk, the study published in the journal JAMA Network Open looked at the health benefits of walking intensively only a few days a week. For the study, the researchers from Kyoto University and the University of California, Los Angeles analyzed data from 3,100 American adults. They found that those who walked 8,000 steps or more 1 or 2 days a week were 14.9% less likely to die over a 10-year period than those who never reached the mark. For those who walked 8,000 steps or more than 3 to 7 days a week, the mortality risk was even lower, 16.5%. The health benefits of walking 8,000 steps or more 1 or 2 days a week appeared higher for participants aged 65 years and older.
Growing concerns over the potential health effects of exposure to phthalates, a component of many plastics and also known as a plasticizer, have led to a search for safer alternatives. In a new study conducted in cell cultures, researchers found that the chemical acetyl tributyl citrate or ATBC might not be the best replacement because it appears to interfere with the growth and maintenance of neurons. ATBC has emerged as a leading phthalate alternative as companies seek to shift away from phthalates and is currently used in a variety of materials and products, including food and food packaging. A new study found that people who are currently suffering or face a high risk of post-traumatic stress disorder show particular patterns in 4 biomarkers measurable with a simple blood test. The findings suggest these biomarkers could be used to predict a person's likelihood of developing PTSD, diagnose the disorder, or monitor the response to treatment. For the study, researchers analyzed 4 biomarkers in blood samples from active duty service members taken before a 10-month deployment, 3 days after their return, and 3 to 6 months after their return. The biomarkers have previously been linked to stress, depression, anxiety, and mental health disorders. They included the glycolytic ratio, a measure of how the body breaks down sugar to produce energy, arginine, an amino acid that plays a role in the immune and cardiovascular systems, serotonin, a chemical messenger that helps regulate mood, sleep and other functions, and glutamate, a chemical messenger that plays a role in learning and memory. M1 and M2 are activated macrophages that protect our immune system and maintain homeostasis. Interestingly, they are characterized by distinct and opposing phenotypes. M1 macrophages are known for their bactericidal and tumoricidal properties by secreting pro-inflammatory cytokines, while M2 macrophages facilitate immunosuppressive responses and help cancer progression. As such, reprogramming macrophages from M2 to M1 phenotype has been regarded as a significant interest in the view of potential cancer treatment methods. Though it has been challenging to distinguish between living M1 and M2 using fluorescent molecules until now, a research team at POSTECH developed a novel probe selectively dyeing M2 over M1 for the first time. A new drug combination for men with advanced prostate cancer has shown sustained increase in survival rates. The results from the clinical trial of Enzamit, co-chaired by Professor Christopher Sweeney, who is a director of the South Australian Immunogenomics Cancer Institute that operates within the University of Adelaide, has been recently published in the Lancet Oncology. For people with metastatic hormone-sensitive prostate cancer, the addition of an androgen receptor blocker with enzalutamide to standard therapy, suppression of testosterone with or without chemotherapy, led to a 67% survival rate after 5 years. This compares to 57% of people who were alive after 5 years after receiving the standard best practice treatment. That's all for today. Stay tuned to Medical Dialogues for latest updates.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.